What if the person you wronged never really left? What if silence isn't peace, but patience? Before we begin, follow and subscribe for more chilling stories that linger longer than shadows. In a quiet town wrapped in fog and forgotten apologies, there lived a man named Arturo. A landlord known less for kindness and more for squeezing every last coin from those who had none. One rainy evening, a young woman named Lila came knocking on his door. Her voice trembled like candlelight in a storm. "Please," she begged, "just a few more days. I'll pay everything." Arturo didn't even blink. "Rules are rules," he said coldly, handing her an eviction notice like it was nothing more than junk mail. That night, Lila left with nowhere to go, and by morning, she was gone. Some say she froze in the cold. Some say hunger claimed her. But everyone agrees on one thing: Arturo never cared until the knocking started. At first, it was soft. Toke, toke, toke. Arturo ignored it. Then it grew louder. Bang, bang, bang. Every night. Same time, same rhythm. Like a heartbeat that refused to die. He checked the door, no one there. He checked the windows, nothing but darkness staring back. But one night, curiosity or guilt finally opened the door, and there she was, Lila, standing still, pale as moonlight, eyes hollow like something had taken the light out of her soul and never returned it. "You forgot something?" she whispered. Arturo slammed the door. The next day, things began to rot. His food spoiled within hours. His mirrors fogged up from the inside, and whispers followed him like stray cats. "You forgot, you forgot, you forgot." Sleep abandoned him. Peace packed its bags. Desperate, Arturo visited the town priest. "I'm being haunted," he confessed. The priest listened carefully, then asked one question. "Did you wrong someone who had no power to fight back?" Arturo hesitated. That hesitation was answer enough. "You are not being haunted," the priest said. "You are being reminded." That night, the knocking returned. But this time, it didn't stop. The door shook violently, like something on the other side was no longer asking permission. Arturo screamed, "What do you want?" The voice came not from outside, but behind him. "I want what you took." He turned slowly. Lila stood inside his house. The air turned cold. Not winter cold, grave cold, the kind that seeps into your bones and whispers, "This is where you end." "I had nowhere to go," she said quietly. "You closed every door." Arturo fell to his knees. "I'll give you money. I'll fix everything." Lila tilted her head. "You had that chance." The lights flickered. Shadows stretched like claws. "But I don't want your money," she continued. "I want you to feel what it's like to be helpless." Suddenly, the walls began to shift. Arturo found himself outside, barefoot in the pouring rain. His house stood before him. Locked, he banged on the door. "Toke, toke, toke." No answer. He shouted. No one listened. For the first time in his life, Arturo was the one being ignored. Days passed, no food, no shelter, no help. People walked by him like he was invisible, just like he once did. On the third night, as his strength faded, the door finally opened. Lila stood there again, but this time, her eyes were softer. "Now you understand," she said. Arturo, broken and shaking, whispered, "I'm sorry." The words felt heavy, like they had waited too long to be spoken. Lila watched him carefully, then slowly. She stepped aside, the door creaked open. Warm light spilled out like forgiveness, but as Arturo stepped forward, everything vanished. The next morning, townspeople found Arturo lying in the mud outside his own house, alive but changed. From that day on, he became a different man. He lowered rents. He helped the poor. He listened, and every year, on the night Lila died, he left his door open, just in case. She came back. Kindness is not a luxury, it's a responsibility. Because the pain you ignore today may return tomorrow, asking to be felt. So tell me, if someone knocked on your door tonight, would you open it or pretend you didn't hear?